Happy Halloween. Welcome, everybody. How's it going? Howdy, y'all. Yeah. How's it going? I finally finished Persona 5, so yeah, we're back. It's been a journey for sure. I highly enjoyed the game. One of the best JRPGs I think I have ever played. But I want to do something kind of fun and kind of chill to enjoy our little Halloween time together. I hope you like my cloak. I've had this since like high school, but I love it. It's two-sided, so I could be a ranger or I could be death. But sure enough, I've talked about playing this for a very long time, um, and just never got around to it. I don't know why. It's probably because it's very hard to set up. You'll probably notice the aspect ratio is a little off. Anytime I put it onto full screen, it'll work for the initial part, right? But if I need to click over on my second monitor or something like that, it scuffs everything up, and I can't get it back to the original. On my screen, I'm sure on Streamlabs it probably looks fine, but it's kind of a pain to set up to stream. But now that we've got it ready to go, I'm not gonna change anything up on it just in case something goes wrong. Um, I still have a few unlocks that I don't know what we need to do to get them. Let's take a look at the old collection here. I'm missing whatever goes with the clock lancet. I think I know what goes. Oh no, I did get the moon, the gorgeous moon. So yeah, there's quite a bit on here that I still have not unlocked, and I'm still trying to figure out. Haven't done a whole lot of the challenge stages or anything along those lines. So yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we could do, but I figured it's been a couple of days. I just kind of wanted to catch up and see how everyone's doing. So I'm not really like aiming for anything in particular. I just kind of wanted to, say hi, happy Halloween, enjoy some frights with y'all. And yeah, without any further ado, let's play a couple rounds. Like I said, I don't really have anything in particular on the list for today. Um, but let me see which characters I really need right now, because I've only unlocked like a few of the Arcana, right? And I know some people are like, you don't need that. It's overpowered. And I'm like, no, I want that. So yeah, we still have a lot we can do here. I can do Capella, Demario, Giovanna. Let's see, each minute 31. Yeah, see, I haven't done like the endless modes or anything like that. For as much as I've played this game, it's interesting that I really haven't unlocked a whole lot of it. I've looked up some guides here and there if there was like a specific weapon that I wanted to upgrade, but outside of that, I really haven't looked up a whole lot in terms of unlocks. It's all just kind of been organic for me, and that's kind of the way that I like it. So, yeah, let's do Mad Forest. Yeah, she is not, or I could do the Dairy Plant. Yeah, let's see. I'm kind of deciding. I don't know if I'm strong enough yet to do Capella Magna. Let's see. Well, you know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's for the content, right? But yeah, like I was saying, I finished up Persona 5. Got I think enough footage for the year-end video, so We've got a lot of content to look forward in terms of that. I still need to get some content from a couple of other games. This one's going to be on there. I've been taking some footage and whatnot when 1.0 came out, so I think we should have a good list up there. But beyond that, okay, so I need to go down a little bit. Usually when it comes to trying to search for things and, you know, get these unlocks, I try and let myself power up a little bit, just because I found that if I try shotgunning immediately for something, what ends up happening is I'm way under-leveled by the time I actually get there, because all of the gems and everything were on the last couple of tiles, right? But yeah, so, you know, I've still got some more footage that I've got to get. You know, there's a lot of games where I got a little bit of footage, but I don't think it's going to be enough, so I've got to kind of go through and replay little bits and pieces of it. I don't know how that's going to go with the Final Fantasy game that I'm going to put on there. You know, all of the footage, pretty much all of the footage that I got for the FF game that I wanted to put on there is going to be from my playthroughs, right? And it's got my webcam and stuff on it. So I've got to, like, go through and, like, at least play through the intros a little bit more to try and get some footage that doesn't have the webcam on it. You know, it's fine for streams, not so much for the pre-made videos that I do, right? Hey, there we go. But yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it, playing a lot of games, and you know, having a good time playing some stuff that I really kind of slept on for a long time. Like Game Pass has really been the savior for a lot of it. I should probably level up the song. I don't know what build I want to go for this round. I don't really know anything about this map is the problem. So, you know, it's all kind of new to me, right? This is literally my first time on this map. Like, I think I just unlocked it during my last playthrough. That was, God, 2 or 3 weeks ago at least. Whenever day 1.0 came out was the last time that I played this. There we go. Yeah, we can make them a little bit stronger. You know, I'm at the point, I've got pretty much all the unlocks that I want, except for leveling out the curses. So nothing is really all that terribly challenging. Obviously that could change with this map, but you know, I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot. I always like garlic. Garlic's always good. Shadow Pinion. I like the Shadow Pinion. It's just so hard to use. It's kind of annoying. Let's level up our base. Let's go ahead and do that. That's the nice thing, is like, as long as you're leveling up something, you should be okay. You know, it's honestly, I feel like kind of a bad idea to, like, put everything into brand new weapons this early in the game. And I know there's probably some min-maxers out there that have a whole meta down, right? I feel like that kind of defeats the purpose of the game. The whole point to me is, you know, what can we do this time? Just one more game. Let's do spinach. I can't remember what spinach levels up, what it evolves with. So, yeah, I just kind of pick stuff, and then whenever I see that it has an upgrade, I pretty much immediately pick that. I feel like that's been a pretty good way to go about it so far. I'll level up the ring. I love the lightning ring. Oh, the eye. Yeah, I finally got the new Gato Omari level up. Like, before 1.0 came out, it had been a while since I played this, so, like, I missed a lot of those, Oh, wow, alright, cool. Let's take it. Hey, look at all, ooh, look at those axes. Look at those axes. Yeah, buddy. We gaming. Yeah, before 1.0 came out, I had not played this in several updates, so I was missing the Gato Amari and a whole lot of other stuff. You know, I saw that that the guns got some upgrades, which is kind of nice. And that's way down there. So at this point, I think I can slowly start making my way down there. Hey, there we go. There we go. If I get an attract orb, I can go for the Santa water later. The magic wand's really good too. Let's just go with it. Song of Mana. We'll keep pumping that up. We'll go ahead and try and get that leveled up. But yeah, so I'm missing a lot of like the new weapons that got upgrades. You know, I played them when they first came out, when the cat just first came out. I think the dog. Let's re-roll. Here we go. Much better, much better. Go ahead and get that leveled. I got 2 re-rolls, I can afford it. There we go. But yeah, so like I was saying, you know, I've been playing a lot of new games on Game Pass. The only game that I want to try, that I'm really super curious about, but I can't afford to buy new games right now, right? Is Potionomics. I'm really sad Potionomics isn't on Game Pass. I think that looks really fun. I think I would really like it, and you know, I'm at that point of the year where I'm trying to make this into the end of the year list, and trying to play as many new games as I can. But unless I either do the old internet method, or wait for something to go on Game Pass, I don't really have a whole lot of choice, right? So yeah, we're kind of stuck on the games that I have available to me right now. Let's go with Duplicator. More projectiles is always good. Getting that extra little beefy crunch in there. I usually start making my way down towards the secret stuff around the 10-minute mark. I feel like at that point, once I start getting the first stuff evolved, is when I have a little bit more breathing room in terms of my level. Here we go. Man, this is all spread out. That lightning ring putting in some work, huh? So yeah, but Potionomics, I think, is one that I really want to try, but like I said, I just can't afford it right now. Even $25 is a little bit too much. But you know, we're making do, and there's still plenty of other games that I still need to go through and get the footage on, so, you know, I'll keep myself busy. But thankfully, with Persona 5 being done, outside of maybe doing like a New Game Plus run for extra relationships or something like that, you know, just stuff for the old trophy list, I'll be able to stream again more starting this week, so we'll have a little bit more FF6 coming up. We'll have, you know, probably some more 14 coming up. I know they've got a live letter here in a couple of weeks. Really surprising. I was not expecting another live letter so fast. We'll do the knife. But yeah, now that I've kind of settled into finishing some of this other stuff, we'll be doing another live letter watch along, as long as they allow co-streaming, which, I mean, I can't think of too many live letters that they haven't. So that'll go on the old docket. I think that's like early morning on the 11th. So yeah, my sleep schedule is going to be all effed up, but it'll be worth it. We'll have a good time doing some watch along stuff and enjoying all the upcoming news about 6.3 and everything. So yeah, we've got a lot on the old list. You know, I did apply to another retail job, had the interview. I thought it went pretty well. They haven't contacted me back yet, but he did say it would probably be like later this week. So yeah, we'll see. It's just seasonal. It's not going to be a lot of money. It's like just Fridays and Saturdays, maybe a Monday here and there for stocking and truck, you know, which I don't mind doing that kind of stuff in a small store. Like, this is a super small store. Like, I'm not worried about it at all. I just don't mind. I just don't want to, you know, be called into I've talked about this on stream before, about how a bunch of retail stores are calling me in for inventory when I applied to cashier and that kind of thing, right? And how that's usually an automatic no-go for me. But keep in mind, that's for stores like, you know, Target. You know, really big stores that where truck is like a whole ordeal. For a smaller store that's just barely larger than my room, that's perfectly fine. I really don't mind it. The largest thing that I would be taking out of boxes would be like those big Snorlax plush sleeping bags. Like that's like the largest thing that I would have to worry about. It's really not going to be an issue at all. And I think I would like it. Chill environment. I mean, you guys kind of probably can get an idea of where it's at, but it just kind of gives you an idea. So yeah, you know, that might change some things up a little bit in terms of the schedule and what we're going to be streaming. But like I said, I haven't heard anything back yet. Given how the current job search has been going for the past year, I'm a little bit more wary than I probably should be. I mean, it's a seasonal position. I'm sure they need help, or they wouldn't have called me. But all I can do now is wait and keep streaming and having fun with you guys. Beyond that, haven't really done a whole lot other than Persona. That's kind of been like my life for the past 2 weeks. But I did start watching, and you know, I've been trying to catch up on some Netflix stuff and just enjoying my off work time, right? And started watching Cabinet of Curiosities, which is absolutely fantastic. I think I'm on episode 4 right now, The Outsider, which I didn't know that was Emily Carroll that wrote the original short story, you know. She's the one that did a lot of the illustrations and art for Gone Home. I'm sure you guys might remember that game. I remember when that came out, it was like a big controversy about, you know, our video games art and all that, which, I mean, nowadays it's like, yeah, they're art. I feel like you can't have an industry as big as this with so many artists involved and not call it art. But it was a big controversy at the time, you know. It kind of created the term walking simulator, and yeah, Emily Carroll did a lot of the artwork for it. And yeah, she writes a lot of webcomics and horror short stories and stuff like that, and sure enough, they decided to adapt one for Cabinet of Curiosities, which I guess all of them are adapted from something or other. There's a couple H.P. Lovecraft stories and stuff on there. But yeah, very cool. You know, I liked Gone Home quite a bit, and I think it's really cool that she's been able to go from making this small little indie video game to having an adaptation from Guillermo del Toro. I mean, that's pretty cool, man. Go Emily. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. I mean, it's hard not to enjoy it. It's Guillermo del Toro. I mean, the man is an absolute master craftsman. And I don't even really like horror stuff, but like, he always rides that line between horror and fantasy, kind of the same way that you know, Neil Gaiman does, right? And it's definitely been gross at times, and it's definitely been scary at times, but it's just so expertly done that it's hard not to appreciate it. And what's really cool is it kind of reminds me of Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Like, I don't know if you guys ever remember watching that on, like, Nick at Night, if you're older like me and remember Nick at Night used to do, you know, they would do the cartoons, Underdog, and all of that stuff, and then after that, they would get to, like, the adult content with, you know, Alfred Hitchcock Presents and I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched and that kind of stuff. It really does remind me of that, and he really is kind of a modern-day Alfred Hitchcock, isn't he? And yeah, it's very cool that he's able to present so many, you know, both veteran and brand new directors. Like, every episode is a showcase of that particular director's talents. And just a wonderful concept. I'm really enjoying it. So if you've got nothing to watch tonight, you're sitting at home waiting for the trick-or-treaters, and you're not watching me on the old YouTubes, right? Definitely go give Cabinet of Curiosities a look. It's brilliant. It's an anthology series. You know, you can kind of say, this episode's not working, and then switch to another episode if you want. It'll be a new story and all of that. Okay, how we doing here? I'm still looking for something to level up my one of my wands. Here we go. Gain up to 3 bounces. Ooh. I don't even know how the Arcana works. Like, the UI is not super... Excuse me, it's not super clear on what's going on whenever I get the Arcana screen up, right? I could just be really dumb. Okay, we need to start leveling up some of this other stuff. I think we'll be fine this run. It's just whether or not I'm going to get down there in time. It's only a few tiles away, but you know, when it starts getting busy like this, I can add up a lot. Also watched Barbarian. That was fantastic. I'm not going to talk about anything else about it. Just watch it. Go in knowing as little as possible. That's all I can really recommend. But yeah, another fantastic option for your Halloween delights. And then yeah, just catching up with G-Witch and enjoying that too. There we go. I wish, what do we got here? Oh, hey, I didn't know that was time to upgrade too. Nice. Oh yeah, we are like way ahead of schedule. I don't think we're gonna have a problem at all. You know, until I put some more points in the skull, I think this is gonna be an easy run. It's just whether or not I'm gonna get down there in time. But yeah, I was also watching, you know, for more Halloween stuff. I was watching, you know, Halloween last night. As in Hololive Halloween, they were doing their VR chat, escape room. I really wish that I had a VR headset. I don't know if I'd want, like, a cheap one like an Oculus. But I need something, because I have gone into VR chat on the PC version a couple of times. And it is really cool. I mean, it's just a bunch of chat rooms, right? Just in VR. But it does feel like there's something missing when you don't have the body and motion tracking with it. The other thing is that I'm just kind of a shy nerd, so, you know, I don't really join rooms and talk with strangers all that easily. So that's part of it too. But yeah, I'd like to do some stuff in VR chat. You know, the big issue with VR chat to me is that if you really want to have fun with it, you kind of have to know a little bit about Blender modeling, which I don't. You know, I don't really know how to make my own custom models or anything like that. Same reason I haven't become a VTuber yet, is I can't draw. But you know, I'm not opposed to trying to find some, you know, just some basic, you know, base models somewhere, and maybe, oh man, we're really going now, huh? Here we go. Yeah, try and find some just basic models that look nice, and just have some fun, you know, in VR chat. But I feel like I do really need a headset to do it. You know, I'm one of those people that if I'm gonna do something, and I've said this on stream a billion times too. If I'm gonna do something, especially for the stream, I want it to be at a certain quality, right? That's the old field producer in me, right? That's I don't want to cut corners on content for people, because, you know, there's so many people you could be watching on YouTube that you know, if you're watching me, you know, I feel like you deserve a certain level of content, right? So if I'm gonna get a headset, and I'm gonna go all out, I want a nice one. You know, I don't want a cheap Oculus Quest 2 or whatever. I want to get something nice with a nice microphone and all of that. But unfortunately, you know, if I can't afford a $25 potion making game, I definitely can't afford a $1,500 Vivo, right? Or an Index. I'd really like an Index, I think. I'd need to do some research, but I know the Index is supposedly a very, very nice one. But yeah, I mean, that's like far, far in the future, right? Like that's after we have more than 1,400 subscribers. That's more for like 10K. Which, speaking of, if you enjoy this content and watching me defeat these hordes of whatever they are, please like, subscribe, follow me on, I would say Twitter, but I don't know what's going on with all of that at this point. But yeah, like, subscribe, hit the bell. See when I go live. It's all the same handle, at Weszor. Easy to find. Mostly doing FF14, but yeah, we throw some games like this in every now and then. I'm really surprised I can even see with this hood, this cloak on. But yeah, so yeah, I mean that would be far in the future. But you know, we're slowly getting there, one subscriber at a time. Thank you for anyone that has joined and continues to, you know, just watch every now and then, even if it's just to hop in for a couple of minutes and say hi, watch the VODs and whatnot. Okay, we're getting close. Getting close. I do need to pick up the pace a little bit here. There we go. You know, it popped up a little bit earlier and it like made me gain like several levels at once. I'm still not entirely sure how that works. I don't know if it's like a catch-up mechanic or what. You know, it happens usually once or so every game, sometimes twice if I feel like I'm really moving fast or something. But, yeah, I don't know what triggers that. I'd like to know, because if it is a catch-up mechanic, then that means I don't really have to focus on trying to continue just, sifting through all of these, like, low-level XP gems. And I can just go ahead and keep moving down south and just let the catch-up mechanic kick in whenever it kicks in, right? I think that's how it works. Because I want whatever this hidden item is, you know. This is my first time here. Yeah, we've got a lot of stuff we've got to get here. Who knows, maybe some new characters, or maybe a weapon upgrade? I don't really know. Yeah, we're really nice close to leveling up. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Here we go again. All got a level at some point. We'll make it a little bit harder for me. We'll level up the old skull. And it would probably be a lot more interesting if I turned on curses. I've got enough money to buy it at this point. Okay, so where am I? What am I looking for? You know, that's one of the drawbacks with this, is that they use the question mark, which is not the best way to signify when you need to, when you're trying to find like a certain block, right? Hey, new character, so it is a new character, yay! One step closer to unlocking the Queen, right? The Queen is supposedly, like, super OP, isn't she? Ah. Ziasunta. Welcome to the survivors. Yeah, question marks are not great when you have to find, like, a specific block. Because you don't know where on the question mark you're supposed to aim. Do you aim for the little dot, or do you aim for the top of the curve? You know, there's so many questions. But hey, we've got that. We've got our unlocks for this. Let's focus on leveling up so I can get the Arcana. I don't know which numeral she is. But I don't think I have it unlocked yet. Maybe I do. We'll find out at the end. But I have to reach what, level 100? I think so. So we are a ways off, and we've only got 12 minutes to do it. Probably not going to happen at this point. But, you know, that's fine. We can make do. On upgrades. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I think this level is pretty much over. Now, I haven't done any of the hyper levels yet, so I don't know how much harder hyper is. And I know there's a lot of unlocks underneath that mode. So yeah, we gotta do that at some point, right? Alright. Let's see. Turkey, or chicken. Let's do candelabra. Maybe that'll make it a little trickier. Maybe that'll be more interesting to watch. It's been a while since I've watched any Vampire Survivor streams. You know, it was such a big thing over the summer. And it just kind of died off. You know, there's new games to play and everything. This is always like an old familiar favorite. But I don't know, like, what the big Vampire Survivor streaming meta is. If there even is such a thing, right? It's not like Apex, where it's like you want to go in and watch, like, the master tier players just wreck house. It's just, This is a nice, chill talking game, right? But yeah, you know, I was talking about the end of year video. You know, if anyone ever has any suggestions on other games you think I should play that might go on to the end of the year list, let me know. I'm trying to make it 10 games, my top 10 games that I've played this year. But same as every year, I'm always playing Final Fantasy XIV, and that takes up the grand majority of my my gaming time, right? So I don't really get a chance to play a lot of different games every year. You know, I'll try out a couple other ones, but usually they're like old classics, as maybe I'm finally getting around to, which those count for the list. You know, it's games that I played in 2022, not my top games released in 2022. So, I mean, it can be an older game. But, you know, I try and make it as relevant to new games as possible, right? So, so yeah, I just really don't get a chance to play a whole lot of new games. You know, I never got a chance to play Sunbreak this year. I really wanted to play the new Monster Hunter. I haven't played Xenoblade 3 yet. So, I mean, there's a lot of room for growth. There's a lot of games that I want to try and haven't gotten around to. So, you know, if there's some games that, you know, you think I should try, that you think are worthy of the end-of-year list, let me know. You know, it's coming along, but I think I'm still only at, like, I don't know, 7 games? There's a few more on there that I need to be playing. It is, I will say, it is mostly going to be restricted to PC. You know, no Splatoon 3 or anything like that. I know I would like them if I played them. But I can't get footage for them because I don't have a stream link. And I've talked about it a billion times before, but it's just way too difficult to try and set that up with how my room's laid out and where my Switch is located, right? So, so yeah, it would need to be PC releases. Game Pass is fine, cross-platform is fine, all of that. As long as I can get it somewhere on PC, it's okay, right? Let's do it. But yeah, there's still quite a few games from this year that I have not given a chance yet. So, so yeah, you know, let me know. You can comment on really any of the videos. You know, I've been discussing it a lot in the past couple of weeks, so, you know, hit me up on the old YouTube comment section, or you know, hit me up on Twitter. You can really find me pretty much anywhere. I'm always taking suggestions. There we go. Let's get as much money as we can. I don't think there's really anything I even need money for at this point. Like I said, I've got all of the upgrades except for the curses, so there's really not a whole lot left to unlock, really. Yeah, there's been a couple really good ones that have come out, you know, even within the past month. So so yeah, I'm always on the lookout. You know, the big AAA games are always kind of a little bit harder for me. Hey, that finally upgrade? Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy, we're ready to go. Just because of the costs involved, but on the plus side is the big AAA games. There's methods. We'll just put it that way. I don't like to do that if it's you know, got multiplayer aspects to it, because you know, if you do the old Sensho thing, then it usually cuts off any kind of multiplayer aspects, and I like the multiplayer stuff. You know, I like playing games with other people, but if it's a single player game, absolutely. If it has multiplayer aspects to it, then you know, I'll look into getting it. You know, I'm willing to make a purchase if it's a decent business expense, right? I see that as building the channel. I just have to stay within reason. You know, I got bills to pay, man. Yeah, beyond that, I've discussed a couple games that are going to go on the list, but I do want most of it to be a surprise. So, you know, there's a couple. I think there's going to be a couple on there that might be a bit of a surprise to people, because I haven't really talked about them a whole lot on stream. And that's part of the fun of it. And ultimately, you know, it's not just my top games played in 2022. It is my vote for top games. You know, this is all going to be for Something Awful's Games Forum, for their end-of-year thread, to just kind of celebrate the games that everyone's played each year. But yeah, it will be my vote. It's just going to be in a video form, because if you can monetize it, why not? Yeah, it's been kind of a weird year for games, you know? I've heard a lot of people saying, this year kind of sucked for games. But, they've been saying that, I feel like, for like 3 years now. Maybe it has just been a bad decade for games, and I can definitely understand, you know, the perspective of it. You know, I might write an article for Medium or something like that, which you can follow me on Medium too. I don't post on it very often. It's definitely my more serious, like, journalism kind of work. But I do discuss technology and nerd culture stuff sometimes on there. And one of the big articles that I do want to write is, you know, the plague of the battle pass system, right? Ever since Overwatch 2 came out and got an Evo and everything, it's definitely become a big discussion. I think people have always known that this whole games as a service thing is kind of going to be, in some ways, a huge drawback to gaming now. You know, everything is games as a service. Everything has battle passes on it. You can't just buy a game and play it and enjoy the game for what it had, right? But I think that's something I kind of wanted to discuss. And I feel like maybe that's part of why people just feel like the past few years have not really been all that great for gaming, is that everything has moved to games as a service, and the monetization and the battle pass systems are getting greedier and greedier. It's harder to just sit down and enjoy a fully realized game, right? I think that's one reason this game has gotten to be so big, is that, you know, when it first came out, it was like $2. $2 for Vampire Survivors, right? And look at how much time and enjoyment and content people have gotten out of that $2. And now the 1.0 is out, I think it's like $5. Oh no. $5 for Vampire Survivors. $5 for potentially hundreds of hours of enjoyment from a dude just making a game because it sounded fun. That to me is a game. That to me is why this is gonna go on that list. It's old school gaming realized, right? And yeah, it had upgrades and updates and patches and that kind of thing. It was an early access game, which, depending on who you ask, is kind of a downside, right? But they were so good, and he was so passionate about it, and the game continued to improve. So it ended up being worth it, right? Every patch gave us more content, and yeah, no matter when you bought it, you always felt like you were buying a fully realized game that was just getting some cool upgrades every now and then, right? And that's something that has definitely felt lost in gaming for quite some time. It's very much the old school. Like, I totally would have played this if this was out on the Genesis back in the day, right? It is very much old school gaming. You buy a game, you get a game, end of story. No Man's Sky is kind of like that. You know, No Man's Sky has come around a long, long way, and I've talked about that quite a bit. All of its updates and all of its new patches are still free. You know? Full-on DLC and major upgrades. That's their way of saying, hey guys, you bought this game. We We stumbled. This is our way of making it up to you. Let's enjoy playing this crazy big universe together. We're not going to charge you for these updates, right? And then, you know, you look at Overwatch 2 or Gundam Evolution, and it's just like I'm so glad I stopped playing Overwatch 2 early on. Like, everything about the Halloween event skins is just, it's garbage. It is absolute garbage. It's predatory. And yeah, like, that was the part of the fun of playing Overwatch 1 were the holiday events and getting new skins to go with it. And now it's like you can't even craft them because they don't give you enough of the the funny money for you to be able to craft any of it, right? And that's why I think games like Vampire Survivors and you know, my #1 game this year, I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that was another game where it's like, here, you bought a game, here's your game, have fun. None of this service stuff to go with it, right? Plus, Vampire Survivors is just fun for this kind of thing, right? Just sitting and ranting and just kind of hanging out. I don't even know what's going on screen right now, man. I'm just vibing. I'm just talking. I need to, maybe I do need to do one of the manic modes or hyper modes. Yeah, that's right. Maybe make this a little bit harder than it is. I thought being a brand new level that I've never done before, this would be a little bit more challenging. And, I was wrong. I really need to put some stacks into Curse, I think, to make this a little more difficult. But hey, we got a new character. New character means new achievements, new things to unlock. Oh wow, I might actually not make it. Oh wow. This is okay. My hubris got to me. Whoops. Let's just let's make our way slowly up here. Maybe I should have done floor chicken, permanent floor chicken as my upgrade. Hey, there we go. We survived, but only because I had the revive. That's on me. That's me getting ahead of myself there. Hey, there we go. Hyper Capella Magna. Okay, new character that I'm excited for. Hey, so I did need the level 50 achievement. Cool. Unlock hyper mode for all 5 stages. So I don't know what hyper mode is. I really don't. And I know there's a lot of unlocks for it. So maybe maybe we hop in and do that. I guess we can buy that twice per rank. There we go. I'm not gonna turn curses on yet, because I still don't know what hyper mode does, but I wanted to do hyper mode, right? But yeah, man, it's been a weird few years, and that's kind of one of the things that's made it difficult and kind of tricky to what is that whip? That's a cool looking whip. Cool. Yeah, let's do hyper, because I don't know what it does. We'll do it on the easy mode. But yeah, that's what's made this end of the year list so tricky is so many people are just saying, oh, the past few years just haven't had too many good games. It's been kind of a drought for good gaming. And yeah, I think the okay. He's oh, but it only goes in one direction. It's not like the normal whip. Got it. Cool. We're definitely gonna do garlic for this. Yeah, because everything's moved to games as a service and live service games and battle passes, it in a way does feel like it has been kind of a down couple of years for games, right? It feels like we're not getting as many new releases every year. It's a lot of new content for games that have been out for a while. So I can't lie, it's made this end of year list that I'm making kind of tricky. But more than anything, it's just the cost. I got to be able to afford new games to be able to play them, right? Let's do the fire one. Yeah. Okay. We've got, oh, there's something hidden up there, too. Okay. Well, we'll wait until, like, 10 minutes or so to start making our way up there. Want to make sure I'm going to be able to survive these early waves first. Here we go. But, I mean, there's still some good ones on there. I'm excited to get this thing done. They usually put up... Oh, what do I want to do? I want to go axes again. Let's level up the base unit for now. We've got enough weapons right now. I think we can afford to get some of them powered up. But yeah, they usually put this put the thread up on SA. Usually like the first or second week of December. So, you know, I've still got another month or so to get this thing kind of narrowed down. Like I said, I already know what my top 3 are going to be. It's kind of where everything else falls on the list, right? That's kind of the tricky part, is where do I want to put it? I kind of have my games narrowed down. I just don't know what position I'm going to put them all in. There were some good ones on there, and some that even surprised me. Some that I genuinely did not expect to like. That, yeah, I ended up really, really enjoying. So I think it'll be fun. But for now, you know, we've still got a lot of other stuff to do in the meantime, right? I'm excited to see what they're going to talk about for the live letter for 6.3, right? For Final Fantasy 14. You know, we should be getting, you know, the next phase of the old Alliance raid. And I think a lot of people are really excited for that after playing the first one and seeing how good the first tier was. Like who are the next of the who are the next of the 12 that we're going to be fighting? I'm ready for it. I'm very, very excited for it. I think I'm more excited for that than I am the actual tier raids, right? You know, Pandemonium's cool, I guess. The music's really good. But the story and the boss are just kind of like, eh. You know, it's a raid. It's cool. But, like, going into Aglaya and fighting the 12, that's like, oh, okay, now we got some lore going on. We got some vibes. We got some aesthetics. The story's actually interesting. Like, I genuinely have no idea where the story's gonna go. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm very, very curious what the next tier is gonna look like, and who we're gonna fight. I'm very curious when we fight Minfina, what that's gonna be like. Balmung's gonna have a field day with that one. Let's go Field Bible, yeah. Here we go. Yeah, so everything is moving quite a bit faster. Like, you can definitely feel it's getting wild. Let's do Torona's box. So I think I still need the achievement for getting it to level 9. It kind of sucks that it eats up one of my upgrades. But I don't need the achievement for that. I've already got the achievement for having all 6 upgraded, so... Hey, there we go. So I'm not too worried. I think the buffs that we get from Toronto's box is going to be more than enough to carry us through, maybe. I don't know, we'll just have to see. Like I said, this is my first time stepping into hyper mode, so it's all kind of new to me. Lightning Ring. You know, a lot of it's going to come down to Garlic. I think Garlic is going to be my major factor here. Garlic's the fun one, because once you know how it works, you can get kind of crazy with it. It gets more power. The upgrade, the evolution gets more powerful as it heals more damage. So you kind of have to purposely throw yourselves to the wolves for a little bit. Man, we're not getting anything. There we go. There we go. Duplicator. That's what I like to see. Yeah, buddy. Now we're talking. Duplicator is so strong, man. When you have so many weapons that are projectile based, getting that Those extra stacks is just wild. Yeah, I don't really know what else they'll cover though. Like 6.3 is just kind of a big big gray zone for me. I mean, obviously they'll do a little bit more with the story. You know, the point 3 patches is always where they used to kind of wrap up the last expansion story. So, you know, with this all being brand new, I just no one really knows what's gonna happen. No one really knows where is it gonna go. Yeah, buddy. Do this. I don't even know if this has an upgrade. I'll check the upgrade list in a bit. Let's open the grimoire. Oh, it doesn't show me if I don't have the upgrade yet. Whoops, my bad. Okay, there we go, there we go. And I'm trying to slowly make my way up in that direction. But it's not going so well. Not going so hot. This has actually been kind of tricky with how fast everything moves. We'll just try and get Evento Cento, whatever that is, upgraded as soon as possible and see what that does at rank 8. Oh god. Well, it's fine. You know, I don't know with the way the garlic upgrade works, I don't know if it includes everything you've healed up to that point, or if it only includes what the actual upgrade heals. Kind of new. And I'm sure the Toronto's box isn't helping. I've gotta kind of pay attention this time. Oh god. Oh god. Yeah, in addition to all of the games, you know, I'm still trying to figure out how I can get this this audio interface working to do some more guitar streams. I mean, I can always do guitar streams, but I really want to sit down and record some stuff. Just mess around on stream with everyone and then learn some new songs. Might be kind of fun. And I don't know if you'll hear me sing at all. I can't sing and play guitar. I never learned how to do that. But yeah, that's always something I've wanted to try and do on stream. I don't know. We're kind of a ways off from ever doing karaoke streams. That's a hey, once I finally become a VTuber kind of thing, right? But you know, I love music so much, and I just don't get a chance to enjoy it on stream with everyone. So, you know, that's kind of another thing that I want to try getting working is this stupid audio interface and the drivers. Trying to get all of that figured out. Honestly, it's not even the interface, it's probably Audition. I really don't know what's going on with Adobe Audition and how to get it working with ASIO drivers. Okay, this is kind of tricky. I'm definitely feeling the weight of these guys' health. I don't know if that's hyper mode or if I just have a bad stack or what. Hey, here we go. Cool. I think that spinach is going to help out a lot. I feel like I'm going to need as much, like, bleed as I can possibly get. So we're going to go with the two-way whip. I'm going to need as much regen as I can get. So that's what we're going with. There we go. I feel like that's going to be a good combo. The garlic and the blood whip. Absolutely. There we go. Yeah, beyond that, I've finally started putting out, you know, some more submissions for some short stories and stuff. You know, not a ton. You know, when you do submissions for short stories, you don't really want to flood like every submission you can possibly find, right? Like, I usually put out 2 to 3 submissions at a time, and then it takes between 3 to 6 months to hear back from those submissions. And then, you know, if you get rejected, you find, you know, another couple of journals to apply to, you know. It's very hard and very difficult to keep track of your submissions if you do too many at once. And if you do end up getting picked up by one, well, then you got to go through and withdraw your submissions to everyone else that has that workout right. But it does feel nice to finally have some work out there. So, you know, in between trying to get some more stuff done for the stream, I'm also trying to get some more short stories done. And I'm still working on a couple of novels and that kind of thing, but short stories, you know, I can get them done a little bit faster. They don't take as much time for editing and all of that. And I'm thinking, you know, depending on what happens with the submissions, if they get picked up anywhere or not, short stories I don't mind self-publishing on Amazon. So, you know, if I can get enough out there and get enough worked out, then, you know, who knows, maybe you'll see me advertising a short story collection sometime soon. You know, when it comes to novels and the really long-term stuff, that kind of thing, you know, I shop around and I want an agent and do it, you know, do it the traditional way. But short stories is kind of like whatever. You know, I'll throw up a short story collection on Amazon. I don't mind. Why not? But yeah, I'm really proud of this story that I did, and we'll see if it goes anywhere. It's just, you know, I don't really read a whole lot of short stories, or at least journal submitted short stories. You know, I'll read professional short story collections, you know, Neil Gaiman's and that kind of thing, right? But those are professionally published. You know, I haven't read a whole lot from journals in a while. And, you know, being artistic journals, they always have kind of a different feel, a little bit more underground, a little more artsy, I guess you could say. You know, they don't want the stuff that would be traditionally published, and I'm like, man, I want to be traditionally published. I'm doing this as a job, man. Like, I'm not just doing it for the art. Like, I'm here to get paid in some way or another. I love doing it, but like, this is my career we're talking about. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't know how much my stuff really fits with a lot of some of the journals that I'm submitting to. But, you know, sometimes you occasionally find that one that just has the vibe you're looking for, and your work has the vibe they're looking for, and yeah, we'll cross our fingers. It wouldn't be so bad if it didn't take, you know, 3 months of waiting just to hear back from them. Okay, I don't mind the rejection. It's the waiting that's the hardest part. If I'm rejected, that's fine. I'll find somewhere else to submit to. It's the 3 to 6 months. That's rough. Yeah, let's do crits. I think that's how it works. Is like I select one, and then it goes from there. I think. I'm not entirely sure, but I think that is what's going on here. Hey, there we go. Finally, I can upgrade that. Yeah, see, here we go. I still don't know how this works. How the if it's a catch-up mechanic or what. I gained like 4 levels off of that, and I haven't really even done anything. Interesting. Let's go. All right, so we're at the 10-minute mark. I can slowly start making my way up there. I've got to revive if things start going south. You know, after the last round, I'm kind of worried about using up a revive so early, just because it got a lot harder than I expected there at the end, right? Okay. I feel like if I just kind of zigzag like this, I'll still be getting enough XP that it shouldn't be an issue. We'll just have to wait and see. I need to make sure that I'm getting the red ones as they come up, though. Alright. Yeah, hope you guys are having a good Halloween. You know, I live right on a highway, so we don't ever really get any trick-or-treaters, which is kind of sad. My family always buys a lot of Halloween candy every year, and then no one ever stops by, and I guess it's not so bad, because me and my brother will eat it, but, you know, we like the trick-or-treaters. I haven't lived in a place where I've had trick-or-treaters in literally decades, right? You know, out in LA, I was always at Halloween parties and stuff, so obviously not going to be home for that. You know, it's also, I'm in LA and poor, so I can't really afford to buy a whole bucket of candy or whatever. But, you know, now that we're back home and have actual neighborhoods and children to walk around, you know, I miss seeing the costumes and the trick-or-treaters and giving out the candy. So that's why we're streaming tonight. Is I don't have anyone to come say hi. I don't have anyone to hang out with. So hang out with me here. If you are lonely and want to enjoy candy alone on the couch, this channel welcomes you. Also, this cloak is getting really, really fucking hot. It's so hot. My mom made this for me in high school for the Lord of the Rings premieres. I literally wore this to school because my friends and I wanted to be at the very first showing of each Lord of the Rings movie when they came out. I got yelled at for bringing a bow to school. And not like a hunting bow, like a wooden staff bow that wasn't even properly, like, tied. It was just, like, some yarn or something like that that was stuck on it. You're like, no, man, you gotta put that back in your car, man. That's technically considered a weapon. I'm like, oh. I feel like in any other situation, that would have been really bad. But considering I was also wearing this cloak, and Lord of the Rings was coming out that day, I think one of my principals was secretly kind of a nerd too. I heard that, like, he also played, like, a lot of Metallica and had a guitar, like a Metallica guitar and stuff. So I feel like he was, like, on my side in some ways. But yeah, it was still pretty funny, like, going to school in this. You know, back then that was like a big deal. Like, you know, being a nerd was kind of the not the trendy thing to do. We were kind of the outcasts. I feel like if that happened nowadays, there'd be a lot more, I don't know if I'd say appreciation for it, but just more understanding, like, oh, this kid's a gamer. That's fine. Alright, but no, this is, like I said, my mom made this for me, like, way back in high school, and I still have it. I used to have a really nice little brooch that went with it, right? And somewhere along one of the mini moves that I made over the years, I lost it. Hey, there we go. Finally got the incense. Perfect. We are good to go, friends. We are ready. Now I don't mind if I get hit a little bit because that powers me up. But yeah, it's really hot though, because it is two-sided. So I can be a little ranger here, or I can flip it over and be a black wizard or something. But it's like, it's a super, I don't know what she made it with. She's done alterations and stuff professionally and made costumes and stuff for years. It's like one of those old school Missouri women, right? And knows what she's doing. It's really well made. Man, it's I'm burning up right now. That's alright. I just wanted to kind of hop in and say hi, so this will probably be the last game, but we'll see if we can make it. I wanna see what we get up there in the secret question mark, right? We gotta make it up there first somehow. I kinda need to sit still for a second and let the oh, hey, here we go. Let's do this. Oh yeah, give me them levels. Oh yeah. I love it. Love to see it. Yeah, we're gonna level up what we've got. I'll worry about Tirona's box here in a bit. Now that we're getting, you know, the mass levels. Level up something else. Yeah, buddy. Okay. So what is up here? I know that, like, I think every level has a secret in the hyper mode. I think that's how it works, but I don't know for sure. We're gonna find out. We're gonna zoom on up here. I'm gonna gonna breeze on up here. I think if I can't do it with what I've got now, it's not gonna happen. Now, I've got a couple things I can still level up, but at this point, this has to carry me through the next 10 minutes either way, so... It's all good from here. You know, I think I'm gonna go with the floor chicken this time, though. There's really nothing else I can get with money, so... We're not gonna waste our time on it. We'll get the floor chicken as a nice backup plan. But what is up here? Where is up here is the other big question. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, you gotta find this specific tile, and I don't know where this tile is. I don't know where I'm at. Ah, here we go. A new character. Perfect. What I like to see. I love new characters. More new characters means more unlocks and closer to getting the queen. Or not. What did I unlock? What was that? I missed it. Oh, well, that's what the VOD is for. All right, let's get purposely hit a little bit. Let's power this. Maybe these guys survive long enough to hit me. There we go. Yeah, let's get powered up a little bit here. What I need. Power up this garlic. Brr. Yeah, the problem is if I did have trick-or-treaters, I feel like if I was in a position where I could afford trick-or-treaters in a nice costume, I'd probably be going to a costume party instead. I've always wanted to go to, like, a big masquerade ball. I know LA always does their Labyrinth Masquerade. I've always wanted to go to that, but it was always pretty pricey, and like, if you're gonna go to the Labyrinth Masquerade, you gotta be decked out, man. Like, that is not like a half-ass costume kind of deal, right? And I definitely don't know enough about making costumes to do that. I've always wanted to, like, have my mom teach me how to, like, sew and that kind of thing, but, you know, before life happens, right? But never got around to it. I guess worst comes to worst, that's what YouTube's for, right? But I've always loved cosplay, and I've always loved the idea of it. And I've cosplayed a little bit, trying to do my best with costumes that, you know, I don't necessarily need to make anything, but I do need to, like, buy the right items. Like, I found a really nice coat at a Goodwill once, and I went as Constantine, and that was a lot of fun. That was the year the show came out, too, so we got to meet Matt Ryan and everything at a Constantine meetup. And it was like the perfect trench coat, right? Kind of thing you could only find, like, through fate at a local Goodwill. Unfortunately, I had to leave it behind whenever I moved again, but man, I missed that trench coat. But I've got old pictures and stuff up on my social media and stuff. I can find it if people are interested. I even dyed my hair that year for Comic-Con. It's like, if I'm gonna be John Constantine, I gotta go all out. I gotta do the blonde hair, right? I mean, they based him off of Sting. So yeah, that was a lot of fun, but... You know, I'm not opposed to costumes like that, but I feel like it's not as fun. Now, I mentioned this when they announced FanFest. If I'm going to go to FanFest next year, I want to go decked out to the nines in my Red Mage glam. I feel like I would be doing a disservice to myself and to all Red Mages everywhere if I didn't go all out on it. Hey, there we go. All right, so we're getting up there. We're getting powered up. We got 10 minutes to survive this. So let's try and get hit as much as we can. Get this thing powered up. See if I can get this Torona's box powered up. Get the achievement for that. There you go. God, everything's dying too fast. I am getting some good regen. Getting some good XP. Here we go. There we go. Aww. Oh, that's not too bad. It did make everything disappear. I hate the one that makes everything disappear. That would have been bad. Yeah, there we go. Oh, these flowers will do it. Yeah, these flowers are perfect for what I need. Yeah, just run through here. Like, they're barely doing any damage, and I'm healing up everything, but they're still getting me that power up, right? Yeah, these flowers are just what I needed. Yeah, buddy. Do Arcana. Gaining 1% duration every level. Gain up to 3 bounces. I don't know doing that. Got a couple items that do that. Yeah. Let's go. Alright, so not too bad for my first ever hyper mode. I know that you can unlock, like, what, hyper 5? I think that's the highest that it goes up to. Yeah, so, you know, Halloween has always been one of my favorite holidays, and I've just never been able to afford it. It's somehow, you know, you'd think Christmas would be the most expensive holiday, but if you're a big fan of dressing up, the Halloween is up there. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to just a really fancy masquerade ball. I feel like I'd have a lot of fun with it. You know, I don't know, like, what Jareth's masquerade is like, and all of that. I don't know if it's like club music or anything, you know, I want like a fancy masquerade. But we definitely don't have anything like that around here, that's for sure. Vento Sacro and Bloody Tear. Oh, so there is an upgrade for that. What okay. What even was that? Oh, you combine it with the regular whip. And here I was just doing it for the regen. Damn. Alright, here we go. Let's go, boys. Oh man, now I've got new options too. I don't even know what to pick. I'll just block Lancet then, I guess. I've got no other ideas. There's no other secrets up here though, are there? I don't think so. It's like a golden lucky thingy here. What's the golden luck for? What's that do? It says around here. I don't know. I see nothing. I don't see nothing. Let's try and level up and get that Torna's box, Corona's box. I don't know what it's called. Why asking me? Hey, there we go. That'll do it. That should be the achievement at the very least. Oh yeah, here we go. Now it's game time. Now it's game time. And that upgraded everything for them. But it's still, like, not enough. Block Lancet plus all of this other shit, way too strong. We gaming, boys. We moving. Supposedly it's a bad idea at this stage to keep moving. Like, you just kind of want to sit there and let them do their thing. But I need them to hit me. I need them to try and kill me. So we'll go nowhere without it. Alright, let's go. Let's go, boys. I guess I should pick up another Hollow Heart. Start getting that max health up. Okay, this achievement screen's gonna be nice. Be real nice. I really want to get the Queen. I know that she's super OP, but that means that I basically done everything I needed to do in VS. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. You know, that's more regen, baby. That's more stuff to upgrade. God, my garlic is too strong at this point. What even are my stats like at this point? I need to see the final screen. I need to know. All right. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you guys know what I'm talking about when I'm like, hey, we want to go to a masquerade. It's like, it feels like a situation, and I feel like this is pretty similar to a lot of people my age and in our current situation, current economic situation, where it's like, it's something you imagine rich fancy people do, but it's actually just like something that you do to make yourself feel richer and fancier, right? And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Like, it's that little bit of escapism, right? It's that little bit that's like, hey, for one night we get to be, you know, act like we're doing a little bit better than we are. And, yeah, it's something my ex and I would do a lot, and, you know, the wine and cheese parties and that kind of thing. You know, it's just, it's a night to feel like you're actually moving along in life, right? Okay. I guess I can use that. Ain't like I got anything else to use it on. Like, I don't know if, like, actually rich, fancy people do masquerade parties. You know, obviously there's stuff like the Met Gala and that kind of thing. I mean, I guess that's kind of the rich people version of a masquerade ball. It's not something like you feel like that they do just on a whim. Not like something in the movies where it's like the rich guy calls everyone to his mansion and be like, hey, it's Saturday, let's do a masquerade party, right? I've always wanted to have a big enough place and kind of a private enough place to have like a 60s and 70s party and invite people over. Just like put on some old like vinyl Doors records. Doors, some Beatles. Yeah, let's do Floor Chicken just in case. Golden Earring. You know, stuff like that. Anyone's allowed to kind of wear whatever they want, but it should be 60s and 70s theme. You know, bell bottoms and, you know, tie-dye vests and that kind of stuff. Probably not even remotely like what the actual 60s and 70s were like, but you know, it makes us feel like we were part of the era for a night. Recreationals at, bring your own recreationals, put it that way. Okay, so first time doing Hyper really wasn't too bad. You know, we still got 3 minutes. A lot can happen. It's we discovered last time. I think this is going to go a lot smoother. I feel like my regen and my bonuses are just way too strong at this point. There we go. Yeah, everyone's like flying towards me at this point. Yeah, I feel like I can just kind of... We'll just kind of stand here and see what happens, shall we? Yeah, I mean, those are always kind of the things on the list. If I ever became a big YouTube streamer, I saw Mr. Beast is wanting to do an IPO. I've never... It's weird, man. Like, I'll see something trending on Twitter, like this YouTuber is worth $1 billion, or he wants to become worth $1 billion, right? And it's like, I've never heard of this guy in my life. Who in the world is Mr. Beast? And it's like, man, what do I... Really, anyone can become a YouTuber, right? Like, it gives me hope. Here I am, nobody wearing a cloak on the internet. It can happen to you. I guess that's kind of the appeal, though, right? I know it does feel like it's a little hard, though. You know, now it's a thing. Working at Best Buy, I used to have kids coming in all the time that were like, I'm going to be the next VTuber. Or YouTuber, wants to become a YouTuber, right? Buying their old rig, convincing their parents to buy them a big gaming rig for Christmas and birthdays and that kind of thing. So now I feel like it's kind of a thing, and you know, most of the people who get big nowadays, either they find a niche and some weird shit just happens, right? Like Final Fantasy XIV blowing up. Like, no one anticipated Blizzard's lawsuit, right? Which directly led to a chain of events of the Final Fantasy XIV community getting to be a lot bigger. And a lot of names that had been on there for a long time being able to just explode in popularity, right? No one could have anticipated that. So you kind of gotta hope for something like that to happen to whatever game you stream, right? And then the only other option is you decide to become a YouTuber, and you were already friends with some other big people that were YouTubers, right? So you do collabs, and they get your name out there, and then their fan base follows you over, that kind of thing. It's very, very hard to become a YouTuber and grow on your own. At least doing it live. Now, you do have a few more options, I think. Kind of doing what I do, where you do the pre-made videos. Like, that's why I got big. As evidenced by this stream, no one is here to watch me stream. They're here mostly, you know, for the VODs and the pre-made videos that I do, and the guides and that kind of thing. And the live streaming is just something that I'm trying to grow from there, and hopefully people like it, and people who come to check out my, yeah, 8.9 million. Wow. Soul Eater only did 2.6. I'm kind of surprised at that. But yeah, hopefully the people that come check out my guides will, you know, enjoy watching me stream. And vice versa. If you like watching me stream, maybe you'll check out one of my guides, and so on. And speaking of, I need to get off my ass and do those. But yeah, it is very difficult, and I feel like a lot of the YouTubing community, it really does come down to kind of like real life, I guess, who you know. But I think that's going to be it for today. Like I said, I wanted to hop in, say happy Halloween, and have some fun streaming, and just get absolutely sweltering in this cloak. But I hope you guys have a good night tonight. I hope you have a safe night tonight if you are going out, whether or not it's to take your kids, if you are trick-or-treating yourself, or if you're going out to an adult-oriented party. Just be safe tonight. Have fun, but be careful. And we'll see you later this week. You know, like I said, now that Persona 5 is done and my free time is free again, we'll put some more streams on the docket. I haven't decided on what yet, but we'll let you know in the future. Again, follow the follow the Twitter, follow the YouTubes, hit the like, subscribe button, and go from there. But again, thanks a ton, everyone. Happy Halloween.